Today I'm going to tell you about this amazing strategy that can be used for both scalp trading and long trades. Let's start right away with adding the first indicator. In the Indicators tab, search for Super Trek Strategy and apply it to your charts. Open the settings of this indicator by clicking on the gear icon. First, in the Inputs tab, we got to set Strategy Direction option to all so that it would show us both short and long signals alongside their targets. If we scroll down a little, still in the Inputs tab, we would find Take Profit 1, 2, 3, and 4 options, and we can adjust their percentage numbers. I set the first target to 2% and the second one to 4%. And the third one to 6%, and finally the fourth target to 8%. We got another important thing here, which is the high time frame option, or HTF. Whenever we want to trade using the 1 hour or 4 hour or the 1 day time frames, it's better to set this high time frame option to 1 week. Now we can close the tab. As you can see here, after getting the buy signal, the targets have been clearly displayed. For instance, here was marked as the first TP, which is 2%, second TP is 4%, and the third one is 6%. All of the take profits have been designated on the chart sequentially, and you could exit the trade at any of these take profits that you wanted, depending on your finance management. Or, for example, in this sell trade, here has been marked as the entry position. And if we were to enter the trade, the first TP can be seen here with 2% profit, the second TP with 4%, third one with 6%, and the fourth and the last one with 8%. We can use these TP points in our trades for finding the exit points in this strategy. Now, let me show you how to trade using this strategy. Check out over here. We got a buy signal and the entry point has been clearly marked here, which is the closing price of our trigger candlestick, and we could have entered the trade at this price. I open my long trade on the closing price and I have two options for my stop loss. I could either set my stop loss under the swing low, or I could use this line the indicator has drawn over here and put my stop loss a little below the line. Also, for the TPs, you could use the TPs given by the indicator and exit at either TP1 or 2 or 3. I'm currently at the BNB chart with a 1 minute time frame. To be able to use this strategy for scalp trading, I need to go back to the Super Trek Strategy indicator settings. And in the Inputs tab, I got to change the HTF option to the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame. I prefer using the 4 hour time frame to get lesser fake signals, so I chose the 4 hour option and close the tab. Okay, as you can see, we got a sell signal here and we can enter the trade using it at the marked price. And we can either put our stop loss above the swing high or above this line drawn by the indicator over here and use the TPs shown by the indicator as our targets. From this trade alone in the 1 minute time frame, we could achieve 6% profit. This amount of profit for this spot mode using the 1 minute time frame is truly amazing. I'll show you some more examples in other time frames as well. Here in the Ethereum chart with a 5 minute time frame. And for the indicator settings, I'm still using the 4 hour time frame option for the HTF, even in the 5 minute time frame, because this 4 hour option is the most suitable option for the 1 or 5 minute or even the 15 minutes time frames. Here we got a buy signal. Using this signal, we can enter the trade at the closing of the trigger candlestick. I open a long trade here, and as I said, we either could set the stop loss below the swing low, or we could put it under the line drawn here. Now this example is in the 15 minute time frame. In order to make the signals even more accurate, I'm going to add a second indicator to this strategy. So I open the Indicators tab and type Dunkian on the search bar, then I apply the Dunkian trend ribbon to my chart. And this is how it looks like. In the settings of this indicator and in the Inputs tab, I changed the period of this indicator to 100 from 20. Next, in the sound section, I disable all the other plot options except the first one. Just follow my steps. Now I can close the tab. Whenever this indicator's histogram is green, it means that we are only allowed to open long trades. And whenever the indicator's histogram is red, it tells us that we should only open short trades. For example, we got a buy signal here, and in order to confirm it, we should check out this secondary indicator as well to see if the histogram is green or not. And as you can see, it is actually green at this position, so that means our buy signal is valid and we can open a trade using it. Okay, I open a trading position according to this signal and I set up my stop loss. Also, I'll be using these TPs designated by the indicator as my exit points. Now here a buy signal has been given by the super tracks indicator, but because the histogram of our secondary indicator is colored red, we shouldn't enter any long or buy trades at this position. So this signal is fake. It's always best to enter a trade considering the trend of the market. So in the indicators tab, we'll look for the moving average indicator and apply the moving average exponential to our charts. Next, we open EMA settings and change some things up. First, in the style tab, change its color to white and make the line a little bolder. Then in the input section, change the length from 9 to 200. Also, make sure the method is on the SMA option. Now we can close the tab. Whenever the price is under the moving average line, the market is falling. And there is the opposite. Whenever the price is higher than the moving average line, it's a bull market and the true momentum of the market is upwards. We can enter a buy trade when a buy signal has been given by the super tracks indicator. After the first condition being fulfilled, we should look at the second indicator to see if the histogram of it is green or not. As it is here, so we got the first confirmation from this indicator. And in order to trade according to the trend, our trigger candlestick's closing price has got to be above the moving average 200 line. So this signal is valid and we could have entered a trade using it. I open a trading position at the closing of this candlestick and set my stop loss to under this line. For exiting the trade, my first TP has been marked here. I could also use my other TPs as well. See, here is the second one with 4% profit and the third TP with 6% profit. 6% profit just using the spot mode. Now let's move on to the short trades. We are allowed to enter a short trade only if a sell signal has been given by the super tracks indicator. Next up, for getting a confirmation, the secondary indicator's histogram must be red, as it is here. Lastly, our trigger candlestick's closing price has to be below the moving average 200 line. This signal has all three conditions, so we can say it is valid and we could have used it for entering the sell trade. I do enter a sell trade here. I put my stop loss above this line. And for the exit points, if I wanted to go for the first TP, it was right over here. I even could go for the other TPs like the second one, which is here with 4% profit, the third TP as well. Here is the third TP with 6% profit only from a single trade. Pay attention to this next signal though. This one over here, it is a buy signal, but it has been rejected by both of our confirmation indicators. As you can see, the histogram of the second indicator is red, so aren't allowed to enter the buy trades. And also the price is under the moving average line and the trend is descending. So this signal is completely invalid. But the next signal is a sell one and we could have entered a trade according to it because it is valid. The histogram of the second indicator is red and also the price is under the moving average line. So we could have entered this trade and make profit using the signal. See, I could have gained 2% profit just from this trade alone. So I hope this strategy turns out to be useful for you, but if you want to know about another really profitable strategy, be sure to watch this next video on your screen. Take care and goodbye.